I also want to elaborate on the typical grading components involved in each course. So you have discussion participation, which is worth 25% of your overall grade. So this includes pre-translation exercise answers, rough drafts, reviews of group members' rough drafts, comments about group members' pre-translation exercise answers, and group summaries. This may also include quizzes, but as I mentioned, I don't remember us having many quizzes throughout the program. Next is translation assignments, which are the final drafts of translation assignments, which are worth as a whole 20% of your overall grade. And the number of translation assignments that you have varies slightly from course to course. The legal translation course will have 8 translation assignments. The business translation course will have 9 translation assignments. And the medical translation course will have 10 translation assignments. Next is the midterm translation exam, which is worth 20% of your overall grade. Next is the final translation exam, which is worth 30% of your overall grade. And next you have the parallel text that you'll contribute throughout the course, which is worth 5% of your overall grade. And remember, you have to submit at least 2 parallel texts. And you also have an option for extra credit, which is contributing non-required text. For example, translated text. And you can earn between 1 to 3 points added to your overall grade. In regards to the grading of the assignments that you'll do and that you'll have throughout the semester and throughout the course of the program, I personally thought that the professors graded the assignments fairly and reasonably. The due dates for the assignments were reasonable and realistic in my opinion. Usually you have about 1 to 2 weeks to complete and submit each assignment. You have to submit your assignments by Sunday night by 11:59 p.m. Arizona time, so be mindful of time zone differences. Also be aware that the state of Arizona does not observe daylight savings. Just the FYI. As I mentioned, you usually have about 1 to 2 weeks to complete and submit each assignment. Although you should submit your pre-translation exercise answers and rough draft as early as you can in order to allow a reasonable amount of time for your group members to review your draft and to allow enough time for the group representative to complete the group summary for that week if a group summary is due. And remember that you can do assignments in advance. So a little bit about the coursework. The majority of the coursework and what you learn in the program is practical. There's a little bit of theory at the beginning of each course, but the bulk of what you learn and what you do throughout the program is practical work. Like, for example, translating a defendant's written testimony from Spanish to English, translating a business letter from English to Spanish, and translating a medical history form for a Spanish-speaking patient from English to Spanish.